Hey, Black Beauty Gang and gents, it's me, Black Beauty Dom. Hi, how y'all doing? Queen Wave, Queen Wave, Queen Wave. So today we're gonna be talking about the dark side
The
of
first
family.
story
Is gonna be about Carlton and Will from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So Carlton, if you watch the show, you know Carlton and Will were cousins, and Carlton always felt overshadowed by Will's charisma. His actions to be sarcastic, create unnecessary competition, and him making digs were rooted in insecurity. And this is a low level type of jealousy, but the type of jealousy it was would be considered passive aggressive because it wasn't never direct. Okay? Now, this is for the gentlemen who, have hating family members. If you can relate to something like this, they're probably hating on you. It's best to be careful with them because Fresh Prince of Bel Air was a show. This is real life. When those feelings are not resolved and that person is not in the path of healing, it can become very toxic. And for some people, it can be deadly. So, y'all be careful because I got some hating cousins. And that's actually how my father was taken away from me. One of his cousins set him up to be unalived due to jealousy, and it was very sad. And it's the reason why I'm always making content about being aware of these things because it can be fatal for some people. So the next story we're gonna be talking about Kim and Courtney. So if you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you already know what I'm about to get into. So this scenario I'm going to talk about is when Kim and Courtney actually got to the point where they were throwing physical blows. And these are women that I could definitely say, in my opinion, normally handle things verbally. So it was definitely shocking to me and, of course, the entire world when we saw that they were throwing hands on TV as sisters with each other. It was crazy.
Nelson, you guys, stop! Courtney!
Damn!
But we all knew why. Okay? So this is medium level jealousy, right? And this jealousy was rooted in like a long standing tension between Courtney and Kim. So it would fall under like aggressive jealousy because Kim's criticism of Courtney's work ethic and priorities are basically what escalated it into a physical fight, right? And it was really showing a lot of frustration and a deeper sibling rivalry between the two, which I felt like we always saw with them. Some of the things they would say in arguments, the signs were there. So this wasn't a shocker to all of us when that fight went down. So, if you see these signs from one of your siblings, ladies, and you notice that they're constantly trying to critique you, and even if someone's doing better than you, it still could be a sign of jealousy if they keep constantly attacking what you're doing and trying to play a competitive game. You could be like, my daughter started walking today. They'll be like, my daughter started walking in 2 months. Okay? And it's best to pay them dust. I've seen a lot of sister dynamics like this in my life. I personally am my only child, but I've seen it in my family with a lot of sisters. Even in my friends, I've seen a lot of envy and jealousy from sisters, and it usually starts off in ways like this. It's very subtle with little jabs about different things and criticism, and then it builds up and builds up until it gets to this point. Okay, so if that's something that you feel like you're experiencing, I would definitely distance myself from that person and pay them dust. So now we're gonna move on to the third story. So this is a story that my husband told me because right now he's watching Griselda. That's about Griselda Blanco's story, and one of the conflicts that he told me about was when Griselda's baby father and his brother were doing, they're moving shipments and stuff with money, and I guess the baby father lost the money, and her baby father's brother wanted to sleep with Griselda as a payment for the money. Now, this right here, this is just grimy, okay? Because why are you even looking at your brother's wife? Okay, that's nasty, that's weird. This right here is medium level jealousy. This jealousy didn't stem from malice towards Griselda, but it stemmed from envy and a lack of respect for his brother. Okay? And this would fall under possessive jealousy. Like, why would you suggest to use Griselda as a payment for the money? Like, that's the heights of disrespect. And I felt like he did that to assert dominance over his brother. And really to take his girl. Like, it don't get more jealous than that. If you dealt with somebody who in your family who went after one of your partners, they're definitely jealous of you, and you got to get within 1,000 feet away from that person. Everything that you have, they're always gonna want it. Okay, trust me. So last but not least, we gonna get into a sister duo from Love and Hip Hop. It's Flo and her sister Gael. This right here, this story it always get me mad. So basically, when Flo found out that her husband was cheating on her, she also found out that he cheated on her with her sister. And then she went and started dating a woman, right? Her sister went and slept with that woman too. Okay, so this right here, this type of jealousy is malicious jealousy. Her sleeping with Flo's husband and girlfriend showed that she had a calculated attempt to hurt Flo. Period. Right? And this is high level jealousy. Her actions were intentional and she wanted to humiliate her sister. This is deliberate betrayal, and it honestly reflects deeply rooted envy and malicious intent. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Sleeping with my husband and being my relative, let alone a sister, is just, we could never come back from that, ever. So if you could relate to any of these experiences, you know what to do. Skedaddle, get up out of there. Anyone who displays these types of behaviors should not be around you. They are not going to bring you peace. They are not going to love you, and they're always going to try to bring you down. So thanks for tuning in, Black Beauties and Gents, and I'll see y'all next time. Ciao.